Hi, welcome. Just share the screen. Hi, welcome. This is the overview of our stake and temple family history training for temple and family history leaders and consultants. And this one, we're just going to be looking at the stake, ward, and member roles. So So it's just an overview to give you a structure of how all these videos fit together. And so the important part here is to understand there's a stake level, a ward level, and a member level. The stakes role is in leader and consultant training. And there we will look at the handbook and the gospel library as a resource. We'll also look at things that you will need training in. The first is the family history guide, which is what they use in the family history library in Salt Lake City to train the consultants there. We encourage you to use that so that you can learn both family search as well as be familiar with the other websites that are around, like Ancestry, Find My Past, My Heritage. We'll also be trained in the Family Search Center and how to operate the Family Search Center. We'll also be familiar with what the stake has produced of temple and family history consultant guides, and there are 4 of those. And those are the guides that the ward, temple, and family history consultants will use in member training. So that's the next level down, where we're looking at the ward, in which the ward leaders and consultants train members, and we'll develop 4 programs for there and 4 consultant guides. One is Discover, Gather, Connect, which is about adding memories and stories, photos. Also about the web indexing, to create a project and either do it as an individual or as a group. And you can even have within the ward an indexing project leader. Find, Take, Teach is where the consultant will teach members how to search historical records, find names, build their tree, and then take that name to the temple. And the 4th one is on temple instruction, and that's where you use the temple preparation classes, and they can be used both for new endowees plus any other members that just want to refresh a course in the class as well, or returning members. And as the members, as the ward, temple, and family history consultants train members, we want them also to teach their family and friends as well, and have their families and friends be involved in both an individual and family history activities. Now, within the ward, really, I always say that everything above a bishop's all talk. That really the church runs at a ward level. So anything that's going to happen within the church is going to happen at that ward level. So, and then in the ward, it runs at two activities run at the same time in parallel. One is the ward organization, and the other is member activity. So what we're going to look at is, first, in terms of member activity, is where we are now. And that's where we have the Temple and Family History Activity Report, which comes out monthly. So we encourage you to use that and look at it each month as it comes out to identify what issues and challenges you have within the ward. The second is, where do we want to be? And that's where the ward organization comes in, where we identify solutions, coordinate between all the different priesthood quorums, Relief Society, and other organizations within the ward, and delegate action. So that occurs by creating a ward temple and family history plan, holding a temple and family history coordination meeting, which feeds into the ward council. And out of the ward council comes ministering through temple and family history. Then we look at how we're going to get there. And there's three main activities that occur. Web indexing, which I've mentioned, family activities, which is discover, gather, connect, and historical records, which is find, take, teach. And from that, we can then know what the activity is amongst members. So it's very much at that member activity where we implement those programs, those events and classes, or give one-on-one help. Well, the whole purpose of the ward organization is to drive member activity. And from there, as we drive member activity either through web indexing, family activities, or historical records, we can then measure the members' activity. And the whole purpose of that is for them to participate in the temple. Not just attend the temple, but by participating, by taking their own family names. Now, the structure of all this is we have 11 training modules. Now, you can see the first one is about the General Handbook and Gospel Library. That's where we start and where we get our foundation principles from. Then we look at where we are now, which is the activity report, where we want to be, where we look at the ward plan and solutions, the temple and family history coordination meeting, and then about ministering through temple and family history. Modules 6 to 11 are about how we're going to get there. Now you can see those are broken up in terms of the family history guide. There's an overview of familysearch.org. Get involved, which is about the web indexing. Discover, gather, connect, which is about family activities, adding memories and stories. And find, take, teach, which again is about searching historical records, building a family tree, submitting names to the temple, helper resources, and the planner. And 11th is about the family center operations, and also about what we call the virtual family search center, which is using Zoom. So that's very much the structure that occurs within our training modules. There are 11 of them, and that's how they all fit together. And as you go through this training program, you will understand each of those. So our next lesson is going to be on where we are now, which is the activity report. So take the time, get hold of the activity report, because you'll be using it in the next lesson. Thank you. I hope that you've enjoyed it.